Just attended a far left meeting in London. They had a speaker from Hope Not Hate. It was supposed to be Patrik Harmansson, but he wasn't there. It was a girl called Anki Deo or something like that. I've done a video about her before, a little short. But anyway, there was the meeting was absolutely ridiculous. It was people pretending to be Christians. They're talking about how the far right supposedly hijacks Christianity and misinterprets things. They mentioned about when Jesus turned over the stalls at the temples and assaulted the money lenders and money changers and things like that. But they didn't say how it was misquoted. They didn't say what the proper verse is and what verses are being said wrong. There was lots of things. One of the women actually had at the beginning. It was mainly women there, so I didn't make a scene. I was going to make a bit of a scene if it was Patrik Harmansson, but because it was mainly women there, I thought it's just stupid, especially when they jump on the victim wagon anyway. Even if I just say something, so I left without any altercation. But anyway, one of these arrogant women at the beginning. This is a woman who's based at a university, I think, and as a lecturer, there's a surprise. Actually said that when they try and have dialogue with people on the far right, as they say, I'm using their language now, I don't necessarily agree with it, but when they have dialogue with people on the far right, often the people on the far right, listen to this, in their words, are disingenuine and have no intention of changing their opinions. Nobody's got any intention of changing their opinions. That's the whole idea of producing a convincing argument and to get people to change their opinions. People don't think, oh, I've got one opinion, but I'm perfectly happy to change it. I'd love to have a different opinion. People just don't think like that, regardless of where they are on the political spectrum. But they was talking about one of the frequently asked question is, why do they only go after the far right and not the far left? And the explanation she gave, as ridiculous as it sounds, was that where there's lots of people on the far right that are anti-democracy and support violence, that doesn't exist on the left. Hang on a second, it absolutely exists on the left. In 9 days' time, there's a march in London. Is it a march? No, I think it's probably a static process, a protest anyway, whether it's a march or static, in London, protesting the results or the predicted results of the German election. It hasn't even happened yet, but because the AfD have predicted to get reasonable results, they've already organised a protest against the German people's political freedom to vote for who they want. Absolutely disgusting. And as for violence, Anki Deo's from Hope Not Hate. I'm not sure if she actually promotes violence herself, but her organisation clearly does. And the podcast is named after the 43 group. They celebrate the IRA, the ANC, or MK should I say, and all other kinds of violence. They celebrate the death of Mussolini and his girlfriend, which for those, most people probably are aware, but just to put it in context, that was the torture and execution of prisoners of war without trial. You know, and the same people, if you suggested to them hanging convicted paedophiles, they'd be in uproar. That's the wrong way to do, two wrongs don't make a right, all sorts of crap like that. But when it comes to executing prisoners of war without trial, they love it.